Hey, I'm John Tabler. Welcome back. And today is 7 days past the last video that I did on fasting. And so I wanted to have a closeout video on the fast. Basically, I went another 7 days. So right now we're at 4 weeks. And so I'm going to move this out of the way because this will be the last video in which I won't have a recipe or some kind of a food item. But I did want to touch on this because this channel is about fermentation, sourdough, health, clean eating, and all around. A fast is one of the greatest things you can do for yourself. I was reading an article this morning on how that cancer cannot live on ketones, which is what happens when you start breaking down fast and your body switches into ketosis and starts digesting the fat. And it just wipes out sicknesses, it wipes out problems. And so I continue to do it and I feel great. I'm going to stop today. I have to travel in a few days, but I lost 35 pounds. So that's really awesome. And of course, I didn't show you a before picture, but it was well different. I've lost a size, so I can now wear all my larges again and not wear extra larges. I've lost 2 notches on a belt, which is about 1 inch on each one, and I feel great. I'm going to look forward to eating, of course, but I'm really not very hungry. You know, my body really hasn't burned off all the fat, but you know, it's an amazing thing. You wouldn't really think when you hear someone say I fasted for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks that would really even be possible. And it doesn't seem like it would be, but once you start and you realize that your body does things that you haven't ever been told that it would do. You know, God designed our bodies to be able to heal in fastings throughout the Bible, all throughout it, and not only for spiritual reasons, but you know, for cleansing of the body too. And so once you start, your body does things that you would not expect, which is it starts burning the fat off and any dead disease tissues and these type of things. And so aches, pains, medical problems and things all melt away. And I mentioned last week the site waterfasting.org. And the reason I really like it is because I like looking at the testimonials of people. But when you read through and see all the many people that have done 10-day fast, 7-day fast, 3-day, and even longer to heal medical issues, which it will do. There's a lot of people and a big community that has a lot of experience with that. So that gives you a lot of peace of mind in doing it. So think about doing it even 1 day or 2 days, but you know, it takes 3 days, probably, or 4 days to have all the hunger, the addiction to food, the compelling to want to eat something. It takes a bit for that to go away, but just like an unruly kid, so to speak, or you know, an undisciplined adult for that matter, once you put it in its place or resist that for a bit, it goes away. And once it does, your body settles down and it turns into ketosis and starts burning off the fat, and you're not hungry any longer and you're getting healthier every day and you feel better. Now, I drink a lot of water, of course, and from time to time took electrolytes, but you know, it's well debated, but from the people that have a lot of experience, they really haven't utilized it in long fasts, a lot of electrolytes. Your body's able to do that. You know, in biblical times, they weren't going to a store and buying electrolytes to fast. So God designed it right, it works right, and here we are at day 28. And so I've only had water. I'll drink a glass of, or a half a glass about of tea bag dipped in tea sometimes throughout the day, but mostly ice water. And other than that, nothing of 28 days. So I wanted to touch base. So I'm going to have a meal. Well, I wouldn't really call it a meal. I'm going to break the fast carefully. So what I'm doing here is I'm making bone broth, grass-fed beef bones. It probably won't be ready till tomorrow for the most part. I probably didn't start it soon enough. It has to boil. You boil grass-fed beef bones in purified water, And you can add other things like salt and things, but the nutrients, electrolytes, collagen, and all the things come out of the bones, which is very good for you. And so I'm doing that, but I'm going to have, you know, almost mushy carrots, Brussels sprouts, just very light things to start as your digestion starts to get going again. And each day add a few things to it. It'll probably take about 4 days, but I'm looking forward to it, and also to see how I feel. You know, like I said, a lot of the aches and pains and things went away, but you know, if you walk in a weight room and you pick up a 35-pound plate, a 35-pound plate is heavy, and that's what I took off. And so just to lose that on your body, the work that it would take pumping blood for everything in your body, you know, it's a lot different and feels a lot different. And so think about doing that. Again, I might have told you in the last video, I just don't like always dieting. Once you break that food addiction, dieting will be a lot easier. But fasting either intermittently throughout the day or intermittently throughout the month is a really great way to not only keep your weight down, but also heal issues that you might have had or might have, because that's what it does. And so, again, I've lost about 35 pounds. Your weight varies 3 pounds during the day based on water weight. So the highest I was before was about 228. Now I'm about 192, 193, 194, who knows, right around in there. But I'll probably do another one in a month or so. I'd like to get a little lower. When you look at the height weight charts that are for your height, you're going to be surprised, because the proper weight for a certain height is way less than you would think. Like for me, it's like 160 to 180, and most everybody at a little over 6 feet is heavier than that. And so, but you know, to have your body fat way down, that's what it should be. And if you look at really old pictures from the 1970s or well before, even the 40s, that's how people were. And so if you want health and wellness, you got to take care of yourself all around. This is a great way to get rid of a lot of problems in your body, and of course keep your weight down, and you know, tackle health issues. Read up on it, take a look at it. I wanted to touch base on it before I stopped. Like and subscribe down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.